Hello everyone, I am Dr. Mohammad Meraz Alam, Assistant Professor of Economics, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. In this lecture, I am going to discuss the structure of Indian economy. This is the part of Indian economy program BA second semester. This lecture is the part of session 5th of the lecture series. So let's start the structural changes in Indian economy. What do you understand by structural changes or structure? As we know that in a simple language, structure means part. Such as in our body, there are different parts of our body. There are legs, hands, head, forehead. These all are the part of body, and this is also the structure of our body, right? Like that, this is there is also a part and a structure of Indian economy. So in this lecture, we will discuss the different structure of Indian economy. Okay. So let's start. The national income data, as you all know about that, national income can be interpreted and understood by the data itself, right? So we will start from the data. The national income data can be employed to study the important structural changes taking place in the Indian economy during the last 6 years. So first of all, we will see the structure of the Indian economy. Then we will see the changes taking place, right? In this situation, the process of growth of the underdeveloped economy of India began in the right earnest with the launch of the first 5-year plan. As we all know and aware about that, India is a planned economy. India borrowed the concept of 5-year planning from Soviet Union, which is former USSR, right? India concept the planning from the USSR, borrow the concept of planning from the USSR. Till now, India have been adopted 12th 5-year plan till 2017. After that, the Planning Commission has been de-established and a new think tank came into existence, that is Niti Aayog, National Institution for Transforming India, which is the advisory body which advises the government time to time on the different infrastructure, social and other sectors of the economy which are working towards the development of India, right? So first plan, 5-year plan were implemented in 1951. Okay, the first plan was modest plan. It aimed largely to restore stability in the economy. As we all are aware that India got independence in 1947, India before that, before 1950, India nor was economically, neither was a politically stable economy. Okay, country. So it was aimed at the first 5-year plan will focus was focused on the stability of the Indian economy. Okay. Well formulated strategy of growth was launched in the second 5-year plan. The subsequent plans primarily gave primacy to this strategy. Although modifications were made in the response to changing needs of the economy, the earlier plans aimed largely to build up the production capacity of the economy. Okay, and note rapid growth. The strategy affected both the rate of growth and the composition of growth. Okay, during the 1980s, the strategy and the rate and the composition of growth underwent a change. A new strategy of growth came to be adopted uh, with the onset of 1990s. The rate of growth accelerated from 3.5% during 1951 to 1975 to 5.5% during 1975 to 1990 to 6.5% during 1990s to 2005 to accelerate further to about 7% during 2005 to 2012. The changes in the strategy and the rate of growth of national income affected the structure of the Indian economy, right? Composition of gross domestic product. The composition of GDP of an economy explains the relative significance of the different producing sector, right? The composition of GDP explains the relative significance of the different producing sector. Usually in any economy in the world and even in India, the whole economic activities have been divided into three categories. Okay, the first is the primary activity and secondary, and last is tertiary economic activities. Primary economic activities, also known as agriculture and allied activities. Secondary economic activities is known as the secondary sector, which also known as the industrial and manufacturing sector. And tertiary economic activity is known as the service sector, right? The composition of gross domestic product comes from all these three sectors. In the case of India, the most of the contribution comes from the tertiary sector, that is the service sector, right? As the country grows and get developed, contribution of industrial and services sector gradually increases, right? The when a country is in a state of underdevelopment, primary sector, that is agriculture and allied activities, where occupations make the largest contribution to the national income, right? As the country grows and develops, the contribution of industrial and service sectors gradually increases, right? The explanation for this shift as follows. Income elasticity of demand for agriculture product is relatively low. As a result, with the rising level of income, the demand for agricultural product relatively declines and that for industrial goods increases, and after reaching a reasonable high level of income, right? Demand for services of different sector in the national income get determined by the changes in the pattern of demand. On the supply side, agriculture being mainly dependent on the fixed factor of production, namely land, right, faces a limit on its growth and is subject to early operation of law of diminishing return. Industry, specifically manufacturing, on the other hand, offers large scope for use of capital and technology, which could be augmented almost without limit with human effort. The same applies to the services where application of new technologies, okay, especially manufacturing and other sector, large scope of use of capital technology, which could augmented without limit with human effort. Okay, application of technology seems to offer much larger scope. It would be seen that over the period, the primary sector share has fallen by 40%, while the secondary and the tertiary sector have increased. This trend is projected to go further in wake of liberalization of the economy. This happens primarily because of the following factors. Number 8, reduced restriction on the private sector investment in areas like software development and information services, technological advances, and lower fixed capital requirement. Okay, if we look into the data, you will find that the composition of gross domestic product and the growth at constant prices have been changes from plant to plant, right? I will discuss a table in front of you which includes the primary sector, secondary sector and tertiary sector, and the GDP growth rate. Okay, and the GDP growth rate. In 1951, 59, almost it is 10 years, Share of primary sector was the 56%. Growth rate was 2.3% in the primary sector. Share of secondary sector was 16%, and the growth rate was 5.7%. And in the tertiary sector, it was 28%, growth rate 4.1%. And the GDP growth rate was the 3.7%. It was increased to, it was the share of the primary sector have been decreased to 28.6% in 1991 to 2021. The growth rate was recorded 2.9%, and the share of secondary was 27.1%, and the growth rate was 5.9%, and share of tertiary sector was grew 44.3%, and growth rate was recorded 7.6%, and the GDP growth rate was 5.9%. And in 2012, the share of primary sector have been reduced further and reaches to 13.9%, and the growth rate recorded 1.9%. And the share of secondary sector was 27%, and the growth rate was 4.5%. And the share of tertiary sector was 5.9%, and the growth rate was recorded 9.6%, and the GDP growth rate was recorded 7.1%. So this is the roughly the structure of the GDP which has been changes over the period of time. Okay, I will stop here and I will continue in the next lecture series, next lecture. So I hopeful you have understand the data and the structure of the few part of the structural changes of the Indian economy. Thank you so much.